Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 6th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I hope you enjoyed the great long weekend. I know I did. Although I did have some disappointment yesterday. We rode our bikes from Annapolis to BWI and figured we'd treat ourselves to a Sophie's Crepe in Severna Park right there along the trail on the way back. I was so looking forward to it, and boom, they're closed on Mondays. Sorry, but Squisitos just didn't cut it, although I normally do like Squisitos. All right, we do have a lot of news to cover, so let's get into it, shall we? Anne Arundel County Police are investigating a harrowing carjacking on Sunday night on Waterwheel Lane in Millersville. A man and his infant son were parking the car, and he was approached by 3 armed men. They demanded his property, and he gave it, and he asked for the child, and they removed the child from the car, and they took off in the vehicle. Police did spot the vehicle, and it fled police, striking a police car in the process. It hit another car along the way and became disabled, and then the 3 suspects fled on foot. With a K-9 and a helicopter, they were able to locate one suspect, an 18-year-old man from Glen Burnie, but 2 others are still on the loose. People, we need to be more careful. If you are a pedestrian, please wear light-colored clothing or, better still, something reflective. An 82-year-old Severn man was crossing Telegraph Road on Saturday night and was struck and killed by a Ford Fiesta. The victim, George Monday, was wearing dark, non-reflective clothing. Saving pedestrian deaths will take 2. Drivers need to be more cautious and observant, and pedestrians need to make themselves as visible as possible. Navy football. Not sure what to say here. The game was a disappointment, and that's putting it mildly. It was pretty much a disaster. Navy lost to the Fighting Blue Hens of the University of Delaware 14-7, but the score seems reasonable, but Navy was completely outplayed on the offense, although their defense did a reasonable job. Kudos to Nolan Henderson, who's the Delaware quarterback. He did a great job of reading Navy and knew exactly when he was in trouble and likely to get in trouble. We're going to see if Navy can turn this around. Next up is conference foe Memphis on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. You also want to check out eyeonannapolis.net for our live blog of the game over the weekend, as well as some great photos from Glenn Miller. And you want to make sure that you check us out on the weekend because we're going to be covering Navy football pretty thoroughly. Here's a bit of a warning of sorts. The Anne Arundel County CASA, which is court-appointed special advocates, is an incredible organization, and it's in the running along with several hundred other organizations to win a Chick-fil-A grant. They're awarding 34 grants this year, ranging from $30,000 to $350,000, either of which would be transformative for our CASA. Here's the warning. To vote for them, you need to do it via the Chick-fil-A app. And as I looked at it on the App Store, the app is pretty intrusive, and it will have access to purchases, your location, user content, usage data, financial info, contact info, identifiers, whatever that is, and diagnostics. Seems like an awful lot to give up for a vote to me. So as they say, buyer beware. Hey, the Classic Theater of Maryland is having a free open house this Thursday night. Snacks, snippets of shows, tours of the facility, grab some tickets, and meet the great people behind Annapolis' only professional theater company. ClassicTheaterMaryland.com is where you want to go to RSVP. It is free. They just want to have an idea of how much food to get. They will have drinks available for purchase. Also coming up, and tickets are going fast, Ignite Annapolis. 15 speakers with a burning thought. They each have 5 minutes to inform, amuse, and entertain you while their slides shuffle on the screen, pre-timed. September 22nd at Maryland Hall from 6 to 9 p.m., and you can get your tickets at igniteannapolis.com. I do recommend going to see this. This is really an amazing evening. A little bit down the road, but Homestead Gardens is hosting a Night for Ukraine on September 29th from 5 to 8 p.m., Lots of drink, lots of food, live entertainment, and more, and 100% of the proceeds will go to a Ukraine nonprofit. Tickets are available at homesteadgardens.com. And finally, it is Ticket Tuesday, and Rams Head On Stage has hooked us up with some great tickets to see a bunch of shows. How about Big Bad Voodoo Daddy next Tuesday? That's going to be a great show. Or maybe Kandace Springs next Wednesday. Or maybe you're more into Jake Owen and the Annapolis Songwriters Festival on Saturday the 17th down at the stage at City Dock. If you're interested in any of those shows, just shoot me an email or a DM and let me know which one, and I may pick you. And be sure to check out all of the Ram's Head's other shows that are coming up at ramsheadonstage.com. Podcast news up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight. Nora Dem Leitner, the new big boss over at St. John's College, and the following week, the Naval Academy Business Services. I do hope you caught this weekend's one with Brandon and Evelyn's and all the bonus ones we dropped last week. We dropped a bunch on you, but they're all really very good. Okay, that is a wrap, but first a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting your friends and colleagues all know about the Daily News Brief, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and Alpha Engineering. So now you want to hang tight. We have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report, and back with a legal brief, Scott McMullen from Scott McMullen Law. All that coming up in just a bit.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, September 6th. After a very nice long Labor Day holiday weekend, we'll have to deal with some rain for a day or two before sunshine returns Thursday through the weekend. Look for clouds and off and on rain today, possibly moderate to heavy at times, with highs upper 70s to lower 80s, with temps then 75 to 81 Wednesday for PM highs, with an ongoing threat of some additional rain showers ahead of mixed skies and temps 79 to 84 on Thursday, with tons of sun and temps 82 to 88 degrees both Friday and Saturday, ahead of more mid-80s or so Sunday, with mixed skies and a chance for some PM showers. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay dry, stay healthy, and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You never know when you might need an attorney. It could be when the lights light up on the police car behind you. Or maybe you have $1 million idea and need to incorporate. From wills and trusts to car wrecks and arrests, Scott McMullen with the Annapolis-based Scott McMullen Law, LLC, is here to offer some insight for you with today's Legal Brief.
Hello, Annapolis. This is Scott McMullen, and this is your Legal Brief. A lot of times I'm asked, how do you get out of jury duty? Well, the answer really is you don't get out of jury duty unless you're military and or you have a disability. There's really no reason that you're going to get out of jury duty. The reality is even judges, attorneys, they have to post and come to jury duty. If you don't, it's 60 days in jail and or $1,000 fine. If you start jury duty and then all of a sudden you go AWOL and don't show up after a day or two, it goes up to 90 days in jail and or $1,000. That's the potential penalty for not showing back to jury duty. So the reality is it's tough to get out of having to go to jury duty. Once you show up for jury duty, of course, a judge can disqualify you for numerous reasons. But the reality is even judges themselves, attorneys, all have to show up for jury duty. So my advice is simple and sweet. Show up to jury duty and see how it goes. Tell the judge, tell the people what's going on with your life. And if you want to, it's a great service to our country to be on a jury. If you don't, you don't. And just tell that to the judge. Tell the judge or the attorneys your specific situation and go from there. But my advice is short and simple. Show up for jury duty. It's a great American process and go from there. Again, this is information, not advice. It doesn't create the attorney-client privilege. If you do need legal advice, please call us at Scott McMullen Law, LLC, 443-494-9775. Located at 104 Cathedral Street, Annapolis, Maryland. Parking available upon request. Thanks so much.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt.
I keep getting asked, is there a bubble that's about to burst? Thankfully, we don't think so. The market today is much different from the 2009 real estate market. The housing bubble of 2009 was caused by too many people buying homes they simply could not afford. This time around, home buyers have to actually qualify to buy homes and put money down. When the market goes through shifts like they are now, different areas and price points react independently. Now more than ever, it's time to work with someone who's been through the shift before to guide you with solid, proven advice. This is a time where wisdom, proactiveness, and intense marketing make a huge difference. Please give us a call today so we can help you navigate these waters. We promise to educate and guide you with your best interest at heart.
That's another moving moment with Kristi Neidhardt of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.